Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a box to open. This is from my buddy, Lefty EDC, Kevin. Although, this is not a loaner. This is a knife that I purchased from him. He was going to loan this to me, and then I decided I just wanted to buy it, and he had decided he was willing to sell it, so we were going to bust right into it. Helping me unbox is the CKF Satori 2.0, and if you have read the title of this video, you'll know that this is another Pena knife. I recently have fallen in love with the Peña Apache. I freaking love that knife. It's just absolutely excellent, and it has made me really want to try some more Peña models. And the Mula is, by all accounts, quite nice. I have a few friends in some group chats that I talk to regularly who have gotten the Mula recently and have spoken very highly of it. So I've been really excited to try one out, and when the opportunity presented itself to just go ahead and get one, I couldn't really pass on that. So in here is my new Peña Mula, and I am stoked. Alright, so we have what appears to be a nice Peña box. I thought this bubble wrap must have come with it or something, but it's from a hot chocolate mug. So spoiler alert, Kevin from Lefty EDC drinks hot chocolate. We now know for sure. Alright, so comes this little black sleeve, and then we have the Peña X Series box. I really like this packaging. It's pretty consistent with the Riat manufactured knives to see nice packaging like this from what I've seen. I assume Riat handles the packaging because it reminds me of like the Chavez boxes and stuff like that. Anyways, Peña X Series box. X Series, of course, is just what they say for knives that are made at Riat. Nice sticker comes in there as well. That's pretty cool. Can never have too many EDC stickers. And we also have the giant microfiber cloth that it comes with. This is literally half of it. Hold on. How big this microfiber is. Pretty dope. A lot of knives come with a microfiber, but this is substantial compared to the ones most come with in my experience. And so far, everything is exactly what you would expect based on the other Peña I've gotten. We've got a layer of foam. Then we have the knife in a pouch. I think Kevin told me that he couldn't find the plastic baggie that the knife originally came in, so he put it in this blue Benchmade bag. So if you purchase one of these, it probably, statistically, will not show up in a blue Benchmade baggie. But here we are. Let's take a look. Ooh, okay. So the Mula is pretty different from most of the other Peña knives that I am aware of. Obviously he has the front flipper kind of traditional pattern knives that there's several different blade shapes and patterns that he does with that. There's the Apache, and there's a Barlow, and a sway back, and a variety of those. And then he has the Rhino. These are all X Series models. He also has a whole line of customs, but that's above my pay grade at the moment. So there's the Rhino, which is X Series. There's the Diesel, which is X Series, and I think there's a Mini Diesel as well, unless I'm crazy. So yeah, there's a couple of different like frame locks and bolster locks, and then there's the like traditional pattern knives that are all front flippers. So this one is probably his most kind of subdued design based on what I've seen. It looks the most simple, and I mean that in kind of a good way. I'm drawn to how simple this knife looks. I really like the styling on it. One thing I've heard a couple people comment on is this section where kind of the frame lock, I don't know if that's called the relief or what, where that's cut can be a little bit jagged going in and out of the pocket, so we'll see if that affects it for me. But yeah, we've got these nice pivot collars, which are this kind of bronze color or brass color, and then the rest of the knife is just this nice titanium. And this knife is in good shape. a couple of tiny snail trails and all that, but I plan to carry and use it, so it should be just fine for me. Now it is thumb studs for deployment. Ooh, okay. And deploy she does. Ooh. Alright. I am liking the first grasp of this knife. These ergos definitely agree with me. Now it does not have a deep carry pocket clip. In fact, it carries rather shallow, but ooh, that's smooth. Okay. So it flies out, and then it's quite smooth to close. I like the access to close the knife. That feels good, the lock bar access, I should say. Alright, you can kind of choke up to here. There's a nice flat right there. This should be a nice, like very usable blade shape and grind. I feel like as an EDC knife, this is a pretty good approach. So, this one has a belt satin finish on the M390. Come on and focus. There we go. It's a little bit smudgy. I'll have to clean it, but looks really nice to me. I like the way that Riet finishes blades. Yeah, billboarding on here, it just says Peña X Series on this side, and then M390 on the other side. Internally, no milling or anything funky. Looks nice to me. It's just very simple in construction, but it feels kind of elegant at the same time. Very cool. Let's see if I can middle finger flick it. Oh, easier than I was expecting to. Absolutely, you can middle finger flick it. That is going to be a good thing. I happen to like middle finger flicking knives. Sweet. Yeah, this is really cool. So, I'll be doing a first impressions on this soon. I'm obviously not going to dig in too deep right now. That is not my style to do so, but every time I close it, I am pleasantly surprised by how smooth that retracts, if that's the right term at all. Probably not. Ooh. Middle finger flick is good. Yeah, this is going to be sweet. I'm excited about this one. The bar is set really high right now for Peña's X Series knives with me because of how much I adore the Apache and just love carrying it, using it, looking at it, playing with it, all of it. Love that knife. You can watch my review if you haven't. It's a very positive. And this seems to kind of live up based on just having gotten it out of the box to what I was hoping it would be based on all that experience with the Apache already. Very cool. So, nice, simple titanium frame lock from Enrique Peña. This is the production version. His customs of this knife are gorgeous as well. I've just been seeing one that I think is a front flipper that I've seen some photos of on Instagram recently that looks really good. It's got some cool ano on it and some kind of like machined in pockets on the handle and all kinds of stuff. But this one is the one that's a little bit more in my weight class in terms of how much I'm comfortable spending on knives at this point. This is sweet, and it feels very consistent with the Riet quality I would expect, and I think I'm digging the design. So, like I said, Peña X Series Mula, and I am stoked that this is my knife now. So, thank you guys for watching. There will be a first impressions on it soon. Ultimately, there will be a full review, and I'll see you on the next one.